number 9, May the 4th be with you. So check this place out. It's a Star Wars-themed campsite in upstate New York. Campers will be able to sleep in R2-D2's camps and Millennium Falcon camping grounds.
Wow.
It's a fun way to incorporate a little bit of Star Wars into your family's life without spending thousands of bucks to go to that theme park.
Paul, what if I can get us 3 days off from the morning show to go there?
Yeah, I'll put up with it. I don't have... It just seems like you're really trying hard.
That's a bit of a stretch.
I'm with you there.
Wow. All right.
Number 8, still have your Christmas tree up?
Beginning to
Now you might be onto
I
something.
just saw somebody in my neighborhood put one in the alley.
Sure.
Just put their
A
tree.
real tree has been alive that long?
Yeah.
It's not. It was dead, but they just put it
Yeah,
out.
once it's dead, it's dead. It's not like it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, more people are opting to have a year-round tree in their home. So a Christmas tree transitions to a Valentine's tree, an Easter tree, a summer tree, a Halloween tree, Thanksgiving, and then right back into the Christmas tree. The trend of an all-occasion tree became popular. I don't know if popular is the right word. A few years ago, when people were in lockdown, but the idea stuck with some people, and they've been sharing their ideas online. So. A lot of whimsy there.
Number 7, here's an X-ray of a dog eating food.
Oh.
Ooh, look at that.
Watch this.
Oh, what's he eating?
Whoa, which end is that?
That looks like it should be coming in or going out rather than coming
it
in,
sure
right?
does, but I guess it all gets compressed down into that little. He's eating a lot.
Yeah, he is.
I could watch this for
Oh, my goodness.
20 minutes. Look at the observations. What's all that stuff?
Look at it. It's all going through his intestines, too. That's...
Oh, yeah.
It's equal parts fascinating, but
Yeah.
Revolting at the
disgusting.
same
Yeah,
time.
it's going to come out at some point.
Yeesh.
He's a hungry dog.
Look at that.
Well, this was
I kind
fun.
of feel like we need to see this X-ray on a time lapse an hour or two as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They
To
feed him
really
with
get
a
the whole
spoon.
picture.
This is great.
Yeah. All right. All right, number 6. How old do you think Jonathan the tortoise is? He is the world's oldest living land mammal, if that helps.
I'm going to say 700 years old.
Look at how cute.
He is. Totes adorbs.
Well, the problem when we do this, the answer's right there in front of us in the teleprompter.
Oh,
So.
I was wrong.
Look at that skin, though. He's really showing his age.
190 years old. Lives in the Seychelles Islands in the Indian Ocean. He arrived there as a gift to a guy who would become the governor of the island in 1882. At that time, he was already 50 years old.
Wow.
He has stayed at the governor's house long enough to see 31 governors. These tortoises were abundant on various islands in the Indian Ocean, but sailors on ships would use them for food because they lasted a long time. Jonathan is blind now and has apparently lost his taste, but he still mates with other
Yeah, he's
tortoises.
still-
There you go.
Yeah.
Good for him.
They
190. Still
always say that's
fired.
the last thing to go,
Yeah.
right?
God bless.
Is that what they say?
How did
That's
we?
what I say.
We made that the last sentence of the story. It should have been the
made it
first
joyful.
Yeah,
one.
that's the lead
That's
right
the
there.
story right there. 190 years old, still chasing the ladies around. Good for him.
How you doing?
Now that's interesting. That's 2 stories back to back that we have done a better job than 90% of the schools teaching kids. Now, kids can remember those stories.
That's right.
Wow, that's good stuff. You're welcome.
You teachers must feel really dumb.
Yeah. Getting beat up by us losers.
Number 5, there's a new book out called The No Club, putting a stop to women's dead-end work. And according to the book, women spend 200 more hours a year than male employees doing things like getting coffee, organizing office events, training junior employees, and these extra duties are holding women back from getting ahead in their careers. The book includes advice on starting no clubs of their own, places to get advice and pep talks from female friends and colleagues to help them say no to the things that aren't helping them advance.
Robin, you feel like that's something missing in your life? Surrounded... I think you're a little
I
different. You're surrounded by 3 geniuses. That's the difference.
And I mean, I'm saying no to myself all the time. So it's just no, it's just part of my vocabulary. So I don't know if being around all those positive people would help me.
Yeah.
But look, it's got to be this far.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
doing it right.
the glass half empty maybe forces you to to pivot.
Right. Plus,
yeah.
when you go from the set to your car, no one can ask you to do anything. So there's
Not like we
no
can say,
opportunity to say
when
no.
you come back and you bring some coffee, because you're not coming back. You're on your way out.
And look at it's sometimes I watch American Idol and I think no one in that person's family told them they couldn't sing. You
That's
know?
right. Someone needed to be.
Sometimes a no is a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Like I thought I was going to be, a professional basketball player.
Yeah, you did.
But then I realized, no, I couldn't make the baskets.
You're like, I
so
don't
had
like to
pivot.
move that much.
I don't
out
like
here.
to move that much.
I can sit
so-
and talk.
Yeah.
And so maybe I'll do that as a career.
And voila.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
There you are. Find your own thing,
Yeah.
right? All right, number 4, I'm going to open up a tickle business.
About time.
Yeah, I am a
God.
terrific tickler, and this is a can't miss. What people don't realize is a lot of ticklers tickle too much, but I have an uncanny sense of tickling right up to that point where the ticklee screams stop. So far, I've rented a vacant storefront in Mokina. We have a soft launch next week. It's a flawless business plan because everybody wins. I have practically zero overhead. Customers will be thrilled with my bespoke tickles that are just $5 each.
Wow, what a deal.
And it comes with cotton candy that you get on the way out. That's also small, smart business because cotton candy is cheap. It's just sugar, cotton, and a small amount of fairy dust. The place is called Tickletown, and I can't wait to delight you with the perfect tickle. It's
Oh,
going
that
to be
says tickle down.
Well, he does that too for an extra $5.
we were tickled down. It turns out it was already being used, and so we're going with Tickletown.
I appreciate that you had gloves on.
Well, with all the diseases going on, it
Right.
makes people feel sasafe.
Really dignified storefront too. Not quite what I was
No,
expecting from
understated. We want to,
Tickle Down. I mean, that is-
there's some unsavory
like it could be an
people
insurance agency.
in the business, right, who have been in the tickle business, and
Do you
they're
also,
running ads.
is a prostate exam also on the menu? or
We're
is
starting with straight tickles. The business model is maybe year 3 to 5. We do prostate exams, and then we can get into some really fun stuff years 5 through 10.
Yeah.
Really open the
That,
box
turn
on
your head
that.
and cough for year 15.
Yeah. So again,
you.
Tickletown in Mokina, soft launch next
That's the
week.
place to do it if you're going to do it anywhere.
That's what they were saying. All the the consultants have been saying zero in on that community. $5 a tickle. You can't
And if
miss.
you're not sure, you can get a testicle.
Yeah, right.
Maybe before you commit to the full package.
Right. We've got a whole guy who works in the testicle department.
And that's free.
That is free, yeah. And so, listen, again, it's going to be a big deal. Mokina started soft launch next week. So if you're into that kind of thing,
Soft launch for now.
yeah.
It'll be a hard launch. real
Well, you
quick.
work with that testicle guy, and everything will get different. Yeah.
Are you
so
saying
that's-
testicle?
Testicle, yeah, it's where you do like it's a practice.
Yes,
tickle. Well, that's coming up. I
bless
think
you,
maybe
Paul.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Good man.
Always giving back to the community, right? Like, there's always been such a demand for this kind of stuff that no one's been willing to dive in. But once you get the dollars cents working, you're like, oh, I can do this. So, Lord willing, I'll be able to retire from this place within 8 months. Patrick.
All right, number 3. Here's a clip of a soccer match from Scotland talking about. Did I say it was a clip from a soccer match? Yeah, coach talking about his under-18 team winning a big championship. He is not wearing a hat, and he is not an extra on the Peaky Blinders.
Cameron, your side have won the Scottish FA Youth Cup. How does that feel?
Feel really proud of the boys. As a staff, we've all spoke about it in there. We see how much work the boys do on a daily basis, and that's over a consistent number of years. One, to get to this level where they're a full-time professional football player at Rangers, but also to get to cup finals and playing
What
these
is
big
going
games.
on there?
That is an
massive feeling of pride
amazing
and really
comb-up
good
job
feeling
he's
just seeing the
got
boys
there.
lift that trophy.
It seemed like you could have been 3 or 4 goals up at half-time and then
a
a slightly
comb over
nervy
for a guy
finish.
who doesn't
How
need a
did you
comb
see
over.
that?
Right.
Exactly like that. In the first half,
This
we had a
is
lot of
more
control.
and more the
we challenged
kids
the
are
guys all
doing
the
this
time to do
long
in
the
different
front
skills,
thing.
outplaying.
Yeah,
I
they're
thought
doing.
we did.
And he'll be a guest tickler at your place.
Well,
Yeah.
we're trying to get him, but don't have it secured yet. But like, who wouldn't want to get a nice tickle from him?
What is that?
This is no, you're right though. The kids now are doing like the party in the front, business in the back, almost.
Right,
You know,
that's not that.
it's
Well, it's a
it's like he's
variation of it.
curling it up with a curling iron in the front.
Reverse mullet.
Almost.
And that Wisconsin accent that he had was hard to understand.
All right, number 2, here's a look at an old piece from the BBC. Is it a car or is it a toy? Pay particular attention to the traffic behind the man in the tiny vehicle.
Well, it's certainly child's play to drive. You simply turn the key, press the go button, and away you go. It's very stable, I must say, very manoeuvrable. It bumps a bit on the bumps and ridges of the road, but nothing untoward. And you can certainly see how a child who hasn't had control of a car before can get a great deal of fun buzzing around in a thing like this.
Oh, it is a
As
toy.
indeed could adults,
Oh.
trundling around on country lanes,
I guess it's
quiet,
Uh-oh.
provided not too
His
long.
van's
no.
coming
Or too
fast.
hilly. If the roads are too
No,
steep, then
no.
the microprocessor cuts the motor out to stop it overheating, and from then on you're on your own
Yeah, it
pedaling.
seems like,
Although the
Yeah, no chance of
official
survival.
range is
No.
claimed to be 20
Yeah.
miles.
There you have
Look
it.
at this big truck coming
Yeah.
down.
He says it's technically a car, but he would not recommend it.
Oh,
No
Yeah.
reverse, you simply put
Oh
your feet on the
boy.
road.
Yeah. No, that's. It doesn't seem real safe.
number 1, this is a cool video. It looks like the kid is riding in the sky. This is from some salt flats in Bolivia.
Oh, it looks great, Larry.
Oh,
Oh, there
Here
we
we go. There it is. Look at that.
What is going on?
Wow.
Look at that.
go. Is that kid like 3 years old riding a
Yeah, good
motorcycle?
for him.
In the
They still have
sky.
them young out there.
In the sky also.
Yeah, it's just
That's cool.
what a great piece of video this is.
He
Where'd
looks
this come
awfully
from?
young. What a beautiful song also.
We say it's Bolivia,
Here.
Larry.
Yeah, Bolivia.
Taken by Surly Trip Bike,
Oh, yeah.
which does guided tours there.
Bolivia.
And I don't
Oh,
know.
that is beautiful.
Look at that.
Oh, they know how to do it in Bolivia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at, they don't care if a 3-year-old's riding a
No.
motorcycle.
It doesn't
Just
matter
go
at that
on
point.
and
It's not
enjoy
like
your
he's gonna get
life.
hit by anybody. The other guy was crazy. He's just guy falls over. He gets back on his bike. It's water.
Look at that.
Wow.
Huh.
All right.
Anyway,
Well, look at that.
That's a happy kid.
that's the 9 at 9. Really?
Yes, it is. And what a joyful one it was.
Right.
The 9 at 9.
Da-da-da-da.
Everybody likes that